Okay, we are live. The game is over. Brutal ending here in Como. South Carolina loses 29-20 to Missouri, and this is the post game live show. I'm gonna give my thoughts live on the game, and I honestly have a lot I really want to say, but before we really get in there, I'm gonna let some people get in here. I'm hoping people actually join in this live stream. I really, really hope so. And by the way, I apologize if y'all hear background noise because people are. I have people listening to stuff in the other room, so I'm sorry if y'all hear that. But all right, we got Zanino in here. We got Andrew. We got Gavin. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Right now, I'm just trying to collect my thoughts. Really, I'm really trying to collect my thoughts. But the biggest thing is this, man. This defense. Well, you know what? First of all, we got to be real honest with ourselves here right now. This team, all the hype, that this team got going into the season, it's long gone now, brother. It is long gone now. And preseason hype, I'm just gonna say this, and I'm saying this in other teams' case too, not just ours, but preseason hype shouldn't mean a damn thing anymore, y'all. Both South Carolina and Clemson were hyped to hell by some people in the offseason, and both of us suck. Both Clemson and South Carolina sucks. I can't make fun of Clemson. I can't. 29-20. Realistically, y'all, if there's anybody else left that thinks this team's a playoff team right now, I don't know what you're watching. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. Right now, what I'm seeing is a game that's going to be teetering around a bowl game, fighting for bowl eligibility. That's the team I'm seeing right now. This team is so damn undisciplined, bro. So damn undisciplined. It is unbelievable. Is it true that South Carolina had almost as many penalties as they had completions tonight? $14 penalties. 14. What in the hell are we doing? -7 rushing yards. $14 penalties for 98 yards. Extremely undisciplined. Offensive line struggling to block again. And you know what else? Well, Norris Sellers deserves some blame today, y'all. He does, because now again, in his defense, this offensive line is dog shit. It is. It's dog water. But the dude runs 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage and then goes down. missing wide open wide receivers. Now he hit some, and I'll get to that in a minute. But it feels like we left a lot to be desired. Honest to God, y'all. Honest to God. When it was a 14-12 game at one point, or a 17-12 or something like that, I honestly felt like this team should be at like 31-12. You know, you go back to the beginning of the game, had a guy wide open, would have been a touchdown, no doubt in my mind. You didn't hit him. You had another play. A deep pass all the way down to the 2-yard line. And what happens? The play gets blown up. Before you know it, you're at your own, you're at, not your own, but you're at the 30-yard line when you were right there at the 2-yard line. I just got to be real with y'all, man. This defense is horrible, too. This defense can't stop anyone. And again, give credit to Missouri. Hardy, he's one hell of a player. Prabula, he's a good quarterback. Missouri's got a good offense. But South Carolina could just poor tackling all night long. Can't bring guys down behind the line of scrimmage. You can't do it. $285 yards rushing, Missouri had. Missouri had 285 yards rushing. They were gaining nearly 6 or 7 yards per carry. Andrew says, why can't South Carolina be consistently good year in and year out? Because you don't have good coaches, man. That's why. You need coaches to be able to develop a team, brother. We don't have that right now, man. We don't have that right now. And look, there were times where Lenore Sellers, he hit some wide open wide receivers. Vendravius Jacobs, even. Sorry, I'm trying real hard to compose words right now. But even Brian Rowe, both Van Jacobs and Brian Rowe for a touchdown today. Vendravius Jacobs, 128 yards, 7 receptions. Negative 9 rushing yards, man. And the penalties. This team is so undisciplined. This is one of the most poorly coached teams I've ever seen, y'all. Truly. What's the excuse going to be this weekend in the press conference from Beamer? Oh, my Lord. Well, it starts with me, y'all. We did some good things tonight. We didn't win, and it starts with me. I got to be better. It starts with me. I got to be better. We all got to be better. I'm the head coach. The blame's on me. All that stuff. The same old stuff, man. But, hey, everyone thought we were going to get blown out, and we only lost by 9. So find some joy, man. Again, we got to be better. It's on me. But, everyone was ready to give up, and we showed some fight today. So remember that as well. This team just finds ways to beat themselves, man. You can't stop a nosebleed. You have drive and momentum-killing penalties. You get down to the 2-yard line, and a play gets blown up, and you just absolutely I don't know what to tell you guys, man. I really don't want to. I don't want to tell you guys because for a little bit there, I'll be honest, I had some hope. I had a little bit of help. I'm like, well, daggum, we're actually doing stuff. You know, we're hitting wide open wide receivers. Of course, you miss wide open wide receivers too, you know, right on cue. Offensive line still can't block. Defense can't stop the run. You can't tackle anyone behind the line. How many times did Missouri call plays where they had the guy behind the line of scrimmage, someone was on him, and you just couldn't bring him down? How many times? How are you going to win a game in this conference with 15 penalties? I mean, again, you had nearly as much penalties as you completed passes today. I mean, that's not good, y'all. That's not good. And I just got to be honest with you guys. The way we're playing right now, you look at the schedule upcoming. You know, Kentucky. A lot of people feels we should beat Kentucky. Kentucky ain't a gimme, man. You tell me. You tell me. Playing the way we've been playing, you tell me. What's a game down the road that you guys genuinely feel confident about? Tell me in the comment section. Tell me. Because right now we are playing some bad football. We are beating ourselves. We are making stupid decisions. And we're straight up. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. We're bad right now, y'all. We're bad. That's what it comes down to, man. Clemson Carson says best team in the state currently resides in Clinton, South Carolina. It sure as hell ain't us right now, man. It ain't the Gamecocks or the Tigers. I can tell you that right now. Man, that this is just frustrating. When you feel like you actually can get something going, and then another false start, targeting. When it feels like you're getting something going, flag. So undisciplined, man. And where's the will to tackle? Where is it? Where is the will to tackle? Where is the effort to stop the run and bring down somebody, y'all? Where is it? SC played bad on both sides of the ball tonight. Brian Rowan, Dravius Jacobs were the only bright spot. Yeah. Yeah. And again, it's just inconsistent, man. Because a couple drives, you'll look good offensively. You'll hit some deep balls. Sellers will make plays, and then the next you're running 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And to be fair, it's because you're running for your life because your offensive line can't block his soul. But it's just. And by the way, at the end of South Carolina's last drive, what the hell was that play call? To throw it short? You knew to have a chance, you had to throw it deep. Why would you throw it short? So some people were wondering. I think we bounce back next week. I hope. Yeah, you hope. Keyword, you hope. I hope too. I hope too. But man, I got to tell you guys, if we can't stop people, if we can't stop people, if we can't stop the run, if we can't tackle, then it's going to be a long year. And we're not doing that right now. We're not tackling people. We're getting exposed. And again, yes, part of that is because, Missouri's got an incredible two guy punch, but you give them almost little to nothing to work with. I miss I missed last year, man. I truly miss last year. I missed last year. And again, I feel like a lot of people truly did. And I tried my absolute best not to buy in. Now, again, did I expect to see some nice things from this team this year? Of course I did. Because we had talent and I was one. And for some reason, despite the horrible coaching that I've seen the last couple of years, I thought, well, we're bringing in more talent in the offensive line. So maybe just maybe, things can be better because we'll have more talent. Boy, when you ain't got a good coach, it doesn't matter how hard or how much talent you got when you can't get anything out of it because you're not coached. We just need discipline and better decisions in the goal line. We need a lot more than that, my friend. There's so much to clear out. So much to clear out. And respectfully, I'm kind of tired of hearing about what we got to do better. Like, oh, we were just a couple bad decisions away. We'll get better. We just got to clear this up. We'll bounce back. We didn't play well enough tonight, but that's on me. Starts with me. I'm the head coach. We just got to be better. We'll come out. And man, I'm trying not to say things that I'm going to regret, but it's just frustrating because this game especially, you feel like you had this team on the ropes, and you did. You had this team. That's the sad part. Yeah, you had them, and you let them take it from you, man, because you couldn't stop them. You couldn't stop them, and you kept shooting yourself in the foot, and it cost you in the end. Yeah, exactly. If you know what you need to do to be better, then do it. I'm tired of hearing the coach speak. It's like someone, I like, let me throw you this analogy. Somebody is getting some negative results, right? And, you have friends and people who care about you encouraging you, hey, you got to do this better. Like, if you want to improve your mood, you got to go outside and exercise, man. Go out and exercise more. Go meet people. Go find something that suits for you. And you say, you're right, man. I haven't been doing the things. I feel like I'm not really getting to it. But again, like I said, like a friend counsels you on what you need to do better with yourself. Whether you need to exercise more, whether you need to eat better, or whether you need to, find a more community or something. And you say, hey, man, look, I know I got to be better, and I'm sorry, and it's on me that I'm not where I'm at right now. But you see no changes. You acknowledge you have a problem, but you're not doing anything about it. That's the thing that frustrates me the most. No changes are being made. You're not gonna get anywhere when you don't make changes to improve yourself. But think about what we could have done. Okay, that's the thing, Gavin. It's the could have. What about what we did do? I don't want to hear about the could have, man. It's about what we did do. What we did tonight was 15 penalties. What we did tonight was miss wide open wide receivers. What we did tonight was couldn't stop the run. I don't want to hear about the what ifs. I don't want to hear about what we could have done better. It's about what we didn't do and what lost us the game. Man, stop with that. I love you as a friend, but stop with that. Man, I'm tired, I know I know what I get what you're trying to say, and I know that Beamer's going to try to say the same stuff. He always does. But we can sit here and keep talking about, well, we were just a couple mistakes away. Yeah, hey, we almost did this right. Hey, I almost would have passed that test if I only studied just a little bit longer. But I didn't pass that test, did I? I failed it because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And because of that, I got a D instead of a B or an A or whatever I could have had, Bro, it's not that deep. I'm not trying to rage at you, man. It's built-in frustration because I've been hearing the same stuff for a long time and just nothing's being done about it. It's just that I'm tired of the excuses. I'm not trying to take that out on you. And I'm sorry that it came off that way. It's what you're bringing up. That's the thing that frustrates me. All right. And I know it's not that deep. But again, I mean, it gets tiring to hear that kind of stuff, though, man. I'm sorry, but it's like, well, hey, we could have done this better. We could have did that, but you didn't. But you didn't. You got to cope with what you did do, not what you could have done. What we did tonight was squander away 2 golden touchdowns opportunity. Exactly. When it comes to almost, all I can say is, yeah, hey. Do you know how much almost stories there are in South Carolina football's history? Yeah, hey, 1984. Hey, we almost had an opportunity for a natty had we not lost the Navy. Yeah, we almost had an opportunity to go back to Atlanta had we not lost to Auburn in 2012. Excuse me, 2011. We almost could have made it to Atlanta in 2012 if we didn't lose to LSU. Or, get blown out by Florida. We almost could have made the SEC championship game in 2013 had we not lost to an unranked Tennessee team. We almost could have made the playoffs last year had we, not shot ourselves in the foot, blowing a 17-point lead and having a bunch of turnovers against Alabama. That's where it gets frustrating for me. And I'm not trying to get down. It's just it's frustrating because the almost stuff it makes me mad. Because to me, it's about what you did do and what you didn't do. We almost won an natty. Yeah. I think both Clemson and South Carolina fans should set aside our differences and make a truce for this season. Oh man. Yeah, we're both down bad, aren't we? Down bad. Down bad. Down bad. Down bad. For combined both of our. Well, here's the thing, Clemson Carson. You're right. I mean, Combine our roster, we have a really talented football team. Problem is, combine our coaches, you ain't getting nowhere, man. You know, you ain't getting nowhere. But again, man, we just couldn't stop them. Yeah, it was soft tackling. Couldn't get them down behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, there was so much opportunities to get them down behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, how about that one time, by the way, where the entire offensive line was on? I think it was Hardy. It was on one of their players, and they still managed to get a first down, or I think they might have scored. Well, I gotta find a charger. All right, there we go. I had to fight to get it out, but and I want to make something clear, Gavin. I don't know if you're still here or anything, but I wasn't trying to really get mad at you. It's just the thing that I'm frustrated about is I get what you're saying, and you're right. We could have done a lot better, but my problem is it's the could have. Like we didn't. Like we didn't execute. We didn't do what would have helped us win the game. And that's what my anger comes from. And I hope you understand that. And I'm sorry if I, went off on you there. I didn't mean to go off on you, but it's just for me. It gets old hearing about what we could have done because it's what we didn't do. Yeah, exactly. Could have equals missed opportunities, and that's what's frustrating. Because you're right. In my opinion, had we capitalized on those opportunities, we probably would have won the game, but we didn't. And that's something we got to live with. But give credit to Missouri, give credit to Eli Drinkwitz and everything. I mean, they're a well coached team. They got a good offense, but again, we didn't help ourselves out by. And again, you're right. Missouri's got talented players, but we're bad with tackling. We can't stop them. And right now, this defense is reminding me of the 2023 defense. And I don't know if I'm ready to get back on the fire Clayton White train. I'm not ready to go there yet. But I will say this: I'm starting to wonder. Was last year's defense really just carried by guys like Kyle Kennard, who just had a monster of a season? A monster defensive line, guys like Tonka Hemingway, TJ Sanders, Boogie Huntley. I mean, so much more too. Yeah, Nicky Manwari too was unbelievable. I got to be honest with you guys, man. I feel like we're in a lot of trouble right now. And, maybe last week you could have convinced me that, oh, you were being too down and everything. You were being down. It's only one game. But now you're seeing more of the things that hurt you. And I just don't think it's going to be fixed. And I hate to say that. I don't think it's going to be fixed. And that's very, very unfortunate. Because there is a lot of talent on this team, but just frustrating to see the same thing. The same things. I mean, you can't block them. We're missing wide receivers. We can't run the football. We can't stop anyone. We're running behind the line of scrimmage 10 yards and then going down. And we're shooting ourselves in the foot with penalties. And that's the biggest thing because that's the biggest – that's a big problem with this football team, y'all. These penalties, like, they're not very disciplined. They're not disciplined. See, we're not being down enough on this team. Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. I'm upset right now because it feels like this is one. I mean, you had a 20-18 lead, man. What was it, 2018 lead going into the fourth quarter? I mean, you were leading this game. And that's the unfortunate part. You let it get away from you. You had this team. You did. You had this team, bro. And you let it get away. Because you couldn't stop them. And another big problem is this team is bad on third downs. I mean, they are awful on both sides of the ball on third downs. They just are. They're bad on both sides of the ball when it comes to third downs. And again, shout out to Missouri. Y'all are a good football team. And I know some Missouri fans will probably be like, hey, man, I don't feel like we played very good either. But, yeah, look, when y'all needed to clutch up the most, you did. You did. When you needed to make the plays, you made the plays. We didn't. We didn't. People were saying South Carolina was a fourth. Oh my god! I literally hate that. Fourth quarter team. Yeah. Man, don't even get me started on that shit. Don't even get me started. Yeah, fourth quarter team. Yeah, South Carolina. What do we let Missouri win by outscoring them 11-0? Yeah. Oh. You know, just brutal, man. Truly just brutal. I mean, it's sad to think that we let this one get away. I mean, we missed some very big opportunities here. We did a lot of things to shoot ourselves in the foot, and we just couldn't stop them. And that, at the end of the day, that cost you the game, man. That cost you the game. Yeah, you can say whatever you want. Well, we looked a lot better tonight and everything. Yeah, 15 penalties, bro. The state of South Carolina is both down. We're down bad, man. We're down bad. Just curious, what is your record prediction now for SCFT? I don't know if I want to give one right now, Andrew. I got to be honest with you. I don't know if I want to give one right now. I don't think I'm going to go there. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to go there. I'll say this. I'll say this though. From what I'm seeing, making a bowl game. With the schedule you have coming up, you have Kentucky next week. Yeah, didn't you have a bye week? Then you got to go on the road against LSU. Then Oklahoma at home. Then Alabama at home. You then got Ole Miss, A&M, and Clemson. I don't feel confident about South Carolina winning most of those games right now. Right now, I just don't. Right now, I don't feel very confident about us winning a lot of those games. Truly, I don't. I mean, if you can't stop anyone and you shoot yourself in the foot offensively a lot, it's hard to win games, especially against good teams, y'all. I mean, that's just what it is. That's just what it is, man. Yeah, but where do y'all? Brother, I don't feel confident about winning any of those games. We'll win one more game, in my opinion. I mean, we'll win at least we'll win one more, in my opinion. You might win two more if I'm being honest with you, because even despite how bad we are right now, Kentucky I still think is a winnable game, and right now the way Clemson's looked, you could beat them too. That's going to be the shitter ball, the Palmetto shitter ball. That's what that's going to be. Oh yeah, Coastal too. So there, you could win a couple more games. Well, you can maybe win a couple more games. I mean, but I'll tell you this right now, though. I don't. It's going to be a tough road. That's what I can say. It's going to be a tough road. It is, because we're doing a lot of things that good football teams don't do. And I mean a lot of things that good football teams don't do. And right now, I don't have a lot of hope that it's going to be fixed. I mean, we couldn't stop them, y'all. We couldn't stop them. And we made some boneheaded mental mistakes, too, that really cost us. So it's hard for me to really sit here and try to be, positive. To me, there's really nothing really to be positive about. You can say, well, we had them, so at least they didn't get blown out this week. Yeah, well, you let one get away, man. And again, I didn't mean to go off on anybody earlier. It's just for me, I'm so frustrated about hearing about, hey, if not for this, if not for that, we could have done that. I hate hearing that. I hate hearing that because for me, that makes like I get what they're trying to say at the end of the day, but to me, that kind of makes the team look worse. Because it's like, okay, so we're missing opportunities. If anybody wants, I can drop a StreamYard link and some of y'all can come in for uh, about 5 minutes each person to talk with me about the game. Whether you're a Gamecock fan or not, you can. I'll keep it to like 5 minutes per person. I'll let y'all come in here, rant, talk about whatever. It's up to you whether y'all want to or not. Don't be shy. Don't be shy to come on here and talk about the game with me. Don't. No, Shane's not leaving for Virginia Tech, man. No, no, no. Beamer's no. Actually, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end it here. I think I might just go ahead and end it here, y'all. Truly. Tough loss, man. We did a lot of things to lose tonight. And right now, y'all, we're not playing good football. And I don't think we're a really good team right now. I mean, we're just not playing we're doing too many things to kill ourselves, and that's the most frustrating thing about it. And again, I get that we saw some positive things from some of the wide receivers. I get that. But at the same time, you left a lot to be desired. You hit some, you miss. It was hit or miss, man. You hit some, you miss some. It's you know just very undisciplined football. Not doing. It's not doing. You're not doing what you need to do to win games right now. What's up, Gamecock Truck? Maybe I will stay on here for a little bit longer, but I mean, a lot of missed opportunities, undisciplined football. You can't stop a nosebleed. Line still not blocking for you. Missed some wide open wide receivers. Uh, Nearly as much penalties as you had completions today. I mean, you're not going to win doing that. And you had this team, and it's just frustrating hearing me. It's just frustrating for me hearing about. And I know Shane Beamer's going to do this. Well, we could have done a couple things better. It's on me, on the head coach. Outside of a couple plays, we could have won that game. Had we done some more things, had we cleared up the mental mistakes, we would have won that game, but we didn't. And that's on me. I'm tired of hearing about what we could have done better when we're not doing the things better, man. We're not doing the things better. That's the frustrating part. All right, y'all. I'm really gonna get out of here this time. Thank you all so much for watching. Brutal one in Como. Still a Gamecock though, ride or die for life. But boy, both South Carolina and Clemson down bad right now, ain't they? Yeah, down bad. But y'all have a good night. Love you all. I really appreciate it. Go Gamecocks. Love Jesus, and y'all have a blessed night.